Alright guys, what is up? It is Rusk Daddy here, coming at you with another betting guide, this time for the TI qualifier for South America. Some things I want to point out first. You'll notice here it is a double elimination bracket. We'll have a couple teams starting off in the upper bracket with a couple, I think it's 4, starting off on the lower side already. You'll notice grand finals, best of 5. All other matches are best of 3. This is a good thing for us. It's a lot easier to hit money lines, I think, when games are best of 3. You're a little more likely for the better team to win. Makes games a little more predictable in that respect. So I really like that. How the finishings work, we'll take a look down here. The first place team automatically goes to the international. Second and third place are last chance qualifiers. So they'll be going into their own little separate tournament at TI just to make it into the actual TI. I'm not exactly sure how that works out yet. I didn't see that. Okay. We're going to go into some teams here. I think we'll start at the top. Infamous here. Parker is good carry. Leo Styles no K mid. Frank is one of the better offlaners in the region that's left, I think. And then these two are okay. Overall, they performed well in season 3. I believe they took 3rd place, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so they took 3rd place, just missing the Arlington Major. So they're obviously going to be one of the favorites to make it to TI here. Next, we are looking, I think Hokori is going to be a pretty good team. If you look at their recents, they have been kind of crushing it in a couple different tournaments. Close qualifier, they took 4th. Losing to some pretty good teams. They lost to Thunder Awakening, Beast Coast, and Tempest. So 3 good teams. They placed higher than Infamous even. So this is a team to look out for. They got first at 2 of these little Tier 3 tournaments. Even noticeable here, a 3-1 over Nouns. So that's a pretty good result there. They did make some roster changes, which is why they've picked it up a lot since they're pretty poor showing in Division 1 for Season 3, getting last place. So you'll see them in Div 2 next year, but they might make it to TI. I think they have a pretty good chance. Next, we have Tempest. For known players, I don't think there's much. Sladen has been on the scene forever, longer than I have. But overall, this is just a pretty good team. They should do well. They'll be right in the hunt for the top 4. Can't complain about their chances. The last team I want to touch, who I think has a chance, is this Wolf team. This Wolf team has a lot of known names. All 5 of them have experience on lands on the international stage. It should be a good team. I think they'll do pretty well. As you can see, they didn't do the greatest in D1, but with the top teams all already qualifying to TI, it kind of opens the door for them, so they should be good. When we're looking at odds, my favorite play for the entire tournament has got to be Hokori at plus 400. I think they're going to win it. So if I can get them at plus 400, I think that's great odds. They are the second highest odds behind Infamous. Infamous is at only plus 300. But I wouldn't take the 300 if I can get Hokori for 400. I think that's just better value. I think they're even a little better team right now. So if you can get the best team for better odds than some other teams, that's a win in my book, and I consider that pretty value. The other 2 teams, the Tempest and Wolf, they're each sitting at plus 600. Wolf is by far the better play at 600. If you want to make a play with a little longer odds, then I would go with Wolf at plus 600. You can't go wrong with that. Then we get to all the other teams. I don't love any of these teams. I think there's a clear clear line in the sand with talent between the top four and then everyone else. Trying to think. I think SG Sports is like 1,200, and they got a good drawing. They don't have to play Infamous, Hokori, Wolf, or Tempest right away, so they're gonna get one of those two teams in the semifinals, and then a matter of that, just stringing together a couple more victories. So there's a chance there, but I wouldn't waste my money on any of them. And then just note, it's usually a rule of my own to not bet much tier 2 Dota. So that'd be all this basically lower bracket until you get to the lower bracket quarters and semis. There's just too much inconsistency in the scene, too much throws going on that I don't like spending my money on tier 2 Dota. So I will not be taking part in any of those. When you get to the lower bracket semis and stuff like that, teams are playing for a TI berth and they're going to be giving it their all. So I think that's a good time to place bets. So we already talked about some of my picks for futures. Let's do a little bracket walkthrough now. So I got Infamous going on. I think that they should beat Ravens pretty handily. This one's a little closer. I think SG Sports has the edge. Like I said, if I was going to bet a 1,200 odds, it would be this SG Sports team. Hokori is going to win, I think, and then Tempest is going to win. So no surprises there. When you get to the upper bracket semis, I think you're going to see Infamous winning and then Hokori, which sets up the upper bracket final between those two. As we get to the lower brackets, probably Ravens. Balrogs is actually pretty good. They can make some noise, I think. They might have a little bit of a lower bracket run. Cahill, I don't know anything about. I think they just bought a new team. Team South. Team South didn't really do anything, so I don't expect much from them either. And Mad Kings, I think they did alright in Tier 2. Yeah, Division 2. The Adrian guy, his name sounds familiar. I think they did pretty well. They might surprise people too. Unfortunately, they will probably run into Infinity. And then if they end up winning that, it'll probably be, well, this Mad Kings could make a run. I think they can make a run. They can easily beat Infinity, I think. And then they're going to get probably, hell, no. No, they're going to run into probably Team Wolf. So, never mind. Unfortunate for them. They could be one to look out for, but that second lower bracket round 2 draw is very hard. Okay, so now we're going to look at predictions. My predictions, I have Hokori in the top spot. That's where I'm putting my futures play at. I think they have a good lineup. The changes they made after Season 3 have shown they've proven themselves 3 times now, placing highly in the ESL 1 Malaysia tournament and then winning 2 other smaller Tier 3 tournaments. They have the momentum, and I really like that and think that's important. Second place, I'm going to go with Infamous. I think they just have the consistency they've been playing at for the last 3 seasons. They know what it takes to get it done in a weaker division. The third slot's going to be hard, but I'm going to give the edge to Wolf team. Like I said, I liked Wolf at 600 for a little bit more of a long shot play. So I got to back him here for the top 3. And that is going to conclude my little betting guide on South American Qualifier. If you have anything else that you'd like to see me add to these, please let me know. I will be doing all the other regions as the betting odds come out, so feel free to give me a shout for that. Until next time, bye.